I'm Chelsea, here with Andy of Combichrist. So Andy, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys, Combichrist played at the Boardwalk in Orangeville a while ago? Maybe? Don't even remember. I think you guys did. So tell me, what brings you back to our area? Why are we lucky enough that you're here?
I guess it fits with the routing. No, we love playing the area, and then the last time we played in this area, we actually played in San Francisco, which is, and we are hitting most of the markets we didn't hit the last time around, so that's one of the reasons we're doing Sacramento. And as far as I remember, the last time we did Sacramento was awesome. I was just really drunk, so I don't really remember the details.
Well, this is a good venue. It's pretty new, and lots of good bands have played here.
Yeah. Great backstage.
So this story I'm writing, this review, is for Sacramento Press, and a lot of people might not be familiar with what Combichrist is. So for anybody who's not seen a Combichrist show or heard Combichrist music, how would you describe it to them?
Mayhem. No, I guess it's like a collective of different styles of music put into one. It's like based on electronics, but we're all from the hardcore and metal background. So it's kind of like a fusion of a lot of percussion and electronics, and like industrial sounds and stuff like this. But it's also dance elements, it's metal and rock elements, and a lot of punk rock attitude and dark as fuck.
What about the shows?
That's about what it is. It's just, it's an interactive experience. Our shows are very high energy, and we feed a lot off the audience. So when the audience is good, it's a better show. So it's a give and take thing. It's a very interactive, and I'm trying to keep as much in touch with the audience as possible. So it's give and take kind of thing.
So your website has a really extensive list of tour dates coming up. So this is it feels like the beginning of a really long tour. Does it ever get any easier for you guys?
I feel like, I think we got, I don't know, I think we got about 30 more days or something on there, 30 or 40 more days, and that's, to me, like the end of a tour. Because we've been just touring non-stop for the last 7 years. And I haven't really had any time off at all. Last year I did about 250 shows. And 70 of them as arena shows. And the rest of them would be like mixed between small shitholes and like decent sized venues. And you never really get 100% used to it because it's so different. Like you play in front of 20,000 people or 30,000 people, and then you go to playing in front of 200 in a small club, and it's a completely different thing. So it keeps it kind of fresh and it keeps it different. It keeps reminding you why you're doing it. You're doing it because I'm doing it because I love to perform. I'm doing it because I love to make music, create music, write music, and perform it. And sometimes when you tour a lot like that, you tend to forget the reason why you started doing it or why you're doing it. And that variety of different types of venues and shows kind of keep reminding you about it, keeps it alive because it's always something fresh.
And your latest video for Broken Glass, it's kind of like an old Grindhouse film a little bit. So what was the inspiration behind that? You watch a lot of Tarantino films or something like that, because that's kind of what it reminded me of.
It's totally like from a whole sexploitation movie or like a Grindhouse movie or something. It's really funny because we're all so macho and cool and shooting each other, and it's funny because we're laughing really hard trying to keep in the character because we're like more lighthearted, we don't take things too seriously, we like to fuck around a lot and try to make the serious characters It's pretty funny, and I think that added something extra to the video too, because it added something almost cheesy to it. Like, so it became almost authentic right now, because it wasn't like too good or too serious. It was first, well, not the first, but one of my first acting things too, so it's really funny. But yeah, I was definitely like very inspired by like all that kind of stuff. And somebody mentioned earlier, it was like, I never thought about it that way, but they said it was like a GTA, like Grand Theft Andy.
That's pretty inventive.
Yeah.
So, kind of on the same tangent, where do you guys get your inspiration in general? What fuels you guys creatively?
Well, it really depends. I mean, sometimes I'll write, sometimes I write the songs on the road. And if I do it on the road, it tends to be more personal. It tends to be inspired by what I feel and what I'm thinking and what's going on, and you know, everything around me on the tour. And it can be the darkest hour. You know, you're all alone and, you know, in the bus or whatever, and you're writing stuff, and it'll be not necessarily dark, but just more personal and a little bit more of the emotional side. While I'm in the studio, if I write in the studio, I'm more inspired by movies, comic books, like stuff that is going around me at home, which is a way more kind of safe environment, and where it tends to get more fiction rather than, so more of the lyrics tend to become fiction rather than feelings. So I'm inspired by everything that's going on me. So
you guys played with Rammstein in the past, and you're going to play with them on a couple future dates.
Mm-hmm.
What's that? What do you envision that being like, or what was it like to play with them in the past?
We've done 71 or 72 shows with them.
Okay.
And every single one of them has been amazing. And I mean, show to the side, like just touring with them is great. They're really great friends of ours. It's like it's a family, you know. And we're really, really tight, and every single one of them are just amazing people. And, it's kind of almost weird not touring with them now because we've been out with them so much. And well, we are on tour with them, but you know, we're just doing the shows in between. But it's almost weird not doing the shows in between with them because it's like, oh yeah, okay, they're not here today. It's been amazing. The shows have been amazing. You know, we got to play in front of 20 to 30,000 people every night, which is obviously a crazy thing for us, going from a club tour to something like that, and it's been really good. It's like way beyond our expectations for the reception from the audience, and you can't really compare it. You can't really compare playing a venue and playing an arena. It's like two completely different things. It's kind of like making love and fucking. You know, it's like basically you do the same thing, but it's not really the same. But both is great. But you know, it's just kind of a different thing, but the same. I don't know how to explain it. It's been great.
It's an interesting metaphor. So, are you going to do any work with your other bands? You know, like Icon Coil, Panzerag?
I don't know. Like Icon Coil has been dead. I mean, it's been dead for 6 years, 7 years. But every now and then we'll just do a show, just for fun. I mean, just to meet together, and you know, just to hang out. And we still have fun playing shows and stuff, you know. But it's done. Panzer AGs. We'll see where it goes. That's kind of my project where I feel I can do whatever with. So if I suddenly want to release an acoustic album or a metal album, I'll just use that. And it's really nothing else to it. But we will see. I don't know. I have no idea right now. As of right now, it's like Combichrist and Scandinavian Cock, my punk rock project. That's the only two things that I'm really doing right now. So.
And kind of a fun question: what do you do to unwind when you're not, you know, tour? Even when you are Marjorie, what do you do to relax?
Relax? On tour?
On tour, off tour, both, whatever.
Oh, that's a big difference though. When I'm not on tour, like, well, if I'm not on tour, I'll be working in the studio, so that's really not unwinding. But
That's still work. That's not unwinding at all.
If I'm not in the studio and not on tour, I lock myself up in my shop and I work on cars.
Like hot rods?
Hot rods, motorcycles. I lock myself in a dark hole and come out with a welding tan. So yeah, that's all I do. I'm not very much of a people person, so I kind of tend to just lock myself up somewhere and not answer the phone when I'm home. You know, you live by this fucking thing, like when you're on tour, and it's just, so when I come home, I don't talk to people. I talk to the people at the parts store, or the car parts. That's basically it. On tour, I sleep, fuck, yeah, I don't know, I sleep and fuck, and everything else is business.
So besides this tour that you're working on, what's next for Combichrist? Do you guys have like maybe a new music video in the works, anything like that?
Well, hopefully. Yes, but I don't know where it's going, you know, like there's still a lot of things up in the air right now for the rest of the year, and there's a lot of things that is going on, and I'm having a few meetings over the few next days to figure out exactly what's going on. So right now everything's up in the air. Within a couple of weeks I will know the rest of the schedule.